Welcome to the first episode of the 3D Dungeon. I'm your host, David. In the 3D Dungeon, we will discuss and take a look at dungeons, danger, and dice. Today, specifically, we're going to be discussing something called print and plays. One of my favorite things. Free print and play games that you can get off the internet and produce them into your own tabletop version games. Today we're going to be looking at Delve, the dice game. These are the instructions that you can get off of GameBoardGeek.com, and this is what it looks like. It's just a dungeon scrawler. If you don't know what one is, it's a dungeon map that you're working through and scrolling on the dungeon as you progress. In this particular dice game, you are playing Yahtzee-like and in each of the caverns and completing puzzles. And today, we're going to take a look at my tabletop version of Delve, the dice game, as I explore my own building of a prototype game that I created and designed myself. I find myself going back to other games that I've enjoyed in the past and wanting to produce versions of them. This is my version of Delve, the dice game. I still have to stain the box. So you print the material off from a PDF file, and then you decide how to produce it into a tabletop version for yourself. So this is my version, my way of playing it and updating it. These are the pieces. You can get standard 6-sided dice, and usually in packages of 6 or 8 at the dollar store or Dollar Tree. Like I said, the game plays like Yahtzee, so you'll need 6-sided dice. We use gems, stones, as our player markers. These are dry erase, cheap little dry erase markers with erasers on them. Dice tray for rolling your dice. I made this particular dice tray out of odds and ends from the dollar store and made it specifically for my Delve game. In the box I include my instructions for the game. Again, it's a PDF file. I use the printer-friendly PDF files to create quest sheets for the players so that they can use them as their quest log or quest tracker. So I just have extra ones in here for the players. And then these are the high resolution colored versions of it that I laminated both front and back. And these serve as either your playmat or your game board with multiple players working off of sheets. we use the gemstones when we play to track our progress through the dungeon as we roll the dice and try to score Yahtzee rolls. Then because it's laminated, and it's a dungeon scrawler, you can mark all over your dungeon and play through it, tracking your progress and your rewards, failures, and successes as you go. And when you're done, you just erase it and it's ready for the next player or character or next playthrough. There are several dungeons. There's 20 plus dungeons to delve the dice game. So this is the introductory dungeon. This is the follow-up, Sands of Time. And the third, which is a more difficult dungeon, rewards you with 3 new character classes to play as. Because in Delve, you are trying to get through the dungeon with these party members: a cleric, a wizard, a rogue, a fighter. And as long as one of them is still alive when you defeat the boss, and in this case it's a dragon, you win the game. And how you do that is work through each of the caverns, rolling the dice like Yahtzee, and using your Yahtzee rolls as their special abilities, and using rolls of the dice for different other encounters and effects, like when you come to the treasure room. It's an incredibly addictive and fun little game that you can print for free. That's what a free print and play is. Print it out and decide how you want to produce it as your tabletop version. These are always nice as a warm-up round for game night, and everybody can work off of either one of the dry erase mats that you make or the worksheets. And you can use a penny or anything you want as your party tracker as you work through it. You can work off of the same map, or you can each have your own separate adventure, and then compare your Yahtzee scores at the end. That is a print and play. It's one of my favorites, and I call this a show and tell because in the next episode I'm actually going to do a playthrough and show you what playing it looks like on the tabletop using the box and the game version that I made using the free printable material online. And you can meet me at the table and watch me play Delve, the dice game.